My name is Lori Oaks, and I live in Moira.
Jim Chesbrough. I live in Malone now.
I'm Paul Oaks, from Moira.
You said something about how do you want to be known? How do you want to live your life? How do you want to be known? You know, and I knew I could do better. Inside me, I knew I could do better. And I thought that I needed to make some changes.
It seems though I just I got to the point where I had to do something, because life isn't just being good or whatever. It's you got to get something out of it.
I started looking back at all the sins I've committed over the years, all the rotten things I've done to people, said to people, and I just started asking Jesus to forgive me. And I made a list one day on my lunch hour at work, and it just amazed me how long the list was. And I was so embarrassed and horrified. And I don't know sometimes how Jesus could even look at me, you know.
Right. I mean, for me, it was drinking. For off and on, mostly drinking on, for probably about 30 years. And I quit for periods by myself.
But just being good won't make it. It's you got to live for Christ. You have to try to follow Him.
Excellent. Why not just try harder? Why did you need to involve Jesus?
Because I've been trying to do it by myself for 51 years. And I mean, I knew I needed God.
He died on the cross.
Right.
And he was a perfect sacrifice. He was without sin.
Right.
And he had no reason to die.
Right.
I can't do it by myself. There's no way I can do it without God, and really believing that He's there to help me through it and pray.
I've asked Him to forgive me for all my sins, and I'm going to try to do better.
Excellent.
Everybody sins, except for Jesus. And the fact that Jesus died on the cross to take my sins away. Even though I know that, I don't think it's, it's not like I can go out and sin all I want.
Right.
I still have to be accountable and confess your sins.
It seems though He's kind of changed my life.
I look at everything around me now so much, well, in a different way. I thank Jesus every day when I wake up, for being able to wake up again for another day. And I just look around me, at my children and my grandchildren, just everything, it's all because of Him. I mean, He made it all possible.
Right.
I think first of all, it's comforting for me, for maybe the first time ever, that I can really just say, I can put this on God. I can go to God, and I can ask for His forgiveness. He'll forgive me, and it's just a really comforting thing to don't, have to stress about how I'm going to do this. You do it one day at a time.
I look at people a little bit differently now than what I used to.
Okay.
I asked her if I could help her, which I never would have done that before, I don't think.
Therefore we were buried with Him by baptism into death, in order just as Christ was raised from the dead by the glory of the Father, so we too may walk in a new way of life.
Wow. Excellent.
There's a couple, but Acts 21:25 is because of kind of things I'm going through in my life right now. I think I remember it, actually.
Okay.
It's short, actually. I see the Lord ever before me. Because He is at my right hand, I will not be shaken.
Please. Yeah.
Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that heareth my word, and believeth on me, on Him that sent me, hath everlasting life, and shall not come into condemnation, but is passed through from death unto life.